uncertainty. America's added jobs for a record 52 straight months, but jobs are now growing at a slower pace. Wages are up, but so are prices for food and gas. Exports are rising, but the housing market has declined. At kitchen tables across our country, there is a concern about our economic future. In the long run, Americans can be confident about our economic growth. But in the short run, we can all see that growth is slowing.
I look around me and all I see is a docile society with a very bleak future ahead of itself. This land in which I live is nothing but a wasteland where mediocrity, monotony, and conformity rule the day, all thanks to our douchebag politicians that do not know how to lead. Their favors that they have given corporations have in turn fucked everyone else in the ass. These heartless corporations have turned America into a docile, plastic society where everything looks the same everywhere you go. Originality and individuality have been destroyed. Advertisers pollute people's minds and turn everyone into mindless consumers, consuming the garbage that these corporations create. Forest and farmlands are destroyed to make way for uninspired giant concrete boxes that sell garbage and create eyesores by polluting the landscape with their crap.
Seriously, straight up. Devil in Ohio, you know, the devil went down to Georgia, the Charlie Daniels too. He went down to Georgia because he's from up here in Ohio. I gotta get this. The Midwest is the root of all evil. Anything that was fucking beautiful on the earth, just like Satan creating all the fucking landscapes or whatever for God, was created here in the Midwest. It's fucking evil. They call it the Midwest because they're afraid to call it the Mideast, even though it is the Middle East of America.
Corporations are not our friends. They are scavengers that prey on the helpless masses. They suck the life right out of life and replace it with an artificial facade of bullshit. As a result, our country is in deep, deep trouble. You only need to go 1 mile down the road from this bustling center of commerce to see the devastation this kind of mindless mass consumption leaves behind. While these scavengers roam above us, waiting to take our money, our minds, and our souls, we ignore the reality in front of our face. The reality is that this kind of destructive lifestyle cannot sustain itself for much longer. We must somehow learn to live more creatively instead of mindlessly destroying our planet. If we continue down this path of mindless mass consumption, then the rest of the world is eventually going to look like this: sad, desolate wasteland, full of meaningless activity and empty dreams.
Well, I'm really, despite all the negativity in the world, I'm really very optimistic. We're at the crossroads. And I want to turn my back on and create something different. You know, I really think deep down in the hearts of most Americans, that's what they want to do too. If they only knew how to do it. You can always learn how. You can always learn how. And sometimes it's times such as this that really brings out the dramatic change in people, and they open themselves up to great change. Like I say, we're at the brink.
People push the truth down into the depths of their psyche, down into the dark realms that they don't want to encounter, and just forget about, even though the truth is right in front of our eyes. The problem is that we live in a society that doesn't teach people to empower themselves. Our society teaches people to use only half their brain, and only people that use their whole brain can empower themselves. And the first step is creativity. not destruction.
As Americans, we believe in the power of individuals to determine their destiny and shape the course of history. We believe that the most reliable guide for our country is the collective wisdom of ordinary citizens. And so in all we do, we must trust in the ability of free peoples to make wise decisions and empower them to improve their lives for their futures. To build a prosperous future, we must trust people with their own money and empower them to grow our economy.
You know, life should be enjoyable.
We should be happy.
Not angry, you know?
Yeah.
Not this mental or pressure or anything like that. It should just be cool.
And why can't it be like that?
Because we got a lot of pressure because money in the world, income, school, stuff like that, and people in the streets and stuff like that. It works all together. Mm-hmm. Don't get me wrong, it works all together.